Early on the morning of September 15th, I rolled out of Hyder and headed south on the Stuart Cassiar for Prince George. At this point, I was already badly in need of an oil change and figured I could use a couple of days to get cleaned up before continuing my journey towards the Canadian Rockies and eventually down to Colorado. After 2 nights in Prince George, I set off again for Bella Coola on the coast. As it was now mid-September, my hope was that most of British Columbia would now be changing color, but for some reason, the fall colors seemed to be late this year. After another 2 nights camping in Bella Coola, I headed south again. I knew Canmore would be too much of a stretch for one day, so I settled instead on the town of Revelstoke, which was still 11.5 hours away. Heading out, it's almost 7 o'clock. I stopped for breakfast at the Stupendous Lookout. Long trip out, won't do much filming, no clouds, no nothing. Just got to power through from here to Williams Lake. Stop for lunch, Williams Lake, and then power all the way down to Revelstoke. 11.5 hours from here. 8 o'clock in the morning, and I am headed east out of Revelstoke. Drove through McDonald's, got some breakfast. It's about 3:20 to Canmore. So I'll roll in there right about lunchtime. I'll probably grab some food, I'll probably do some shopping. They shut down the 93 Icefields Parkway due to a vehicle accident. I don't know what it is, but they gotta get equipment up there and put out the fire and something. So they just closed everything off. Yeah, new snow everywhere here in the upper elevations, which looks kind of nice. frost. To come over here, you can see that ridge just lighting up behind Starbucks. Love Canmore. I mean, this never gets old. I mean, look at that. These ridges over here lighting up. Just stunning. Pulling out of McDonald's. It is the 21st. I'm on my way north. I'm gonna make stops at Hyder Lake. I may go up to Jasper and check out that Pyramid Lake. Athabasca Falls. I'm looking for other places that I might shoot. The Aurora, if it goes off tomorrow night or on Friday. But either way, I'll be straight back up, no clouds, so taking it easy. I'll probably stop at Abraham Lake though on the way up. Like once I get to Pado, I can stop at Abraham Lake, maybe get a campsite, and then roll out. As I headed north on the Icefields Parkway, it struck me how amazing these peaks looked without any haze or clouds, just after a recent storm. I had driven this highway several times before, but never with such high visibility. My plan was to camp for several days at Abraham Lake while meeting up with Greg Boratin and Todd Miller, who were photography buddies of mine from Southern California. Our hope was to shoot the aspen trees surrounding the lake as they were changing color. From August to September, the water level in Abraham Lake usually rises significantly, flooding the aspen trees around the perimeter of the lake. This year, the water level was particularly high, but the changing colors were definitely late. On my first night at the lake, I pulled in and set up a pop-up tent to save my spot, and then headed out to explore. Over the next 3 days, I made trips up and down the Icefields Parkway in addition to shooting the area around Abraham Lake. Even though Greg, Todd, and I didn't get the fall colors that we were hoping for, the views around the Canadian Rockies in September were stunning in all directions. Sadly, the Aurora failed to show up while we were there, but it didn't seem to matter as there were so many other opportunities over those 4 days. After my 4th day of shooting, it was time to head south to Colorado, and my adventures there will be continued in the next episode. Before we leave the Canadian Rockies, here's a look at just a few of the shots I took from the Icefields Parkway and Abraham Lake over those 4 amazing days. Thank you.